Okay, welcome to On Acting. In this episode, we're going to talk about Casting Call Pro.
Yeah, so Casting Call Pro is basically it's a casting service. It's from 2004. It's used by a bunch of companies, and they've got branches in a bunch of different countries, but they're mostly from the UK.
They're a Blue Compass owned group that has a lot of different websites, and their head offices are in London, UK.
Yeah, yeah. So if you gotta join, you gotta have some training that's accredited by Drama UK, and then some professional acting experience and a headshot and resume.
Yeah, your headshot needs to be of a certain quality, though. That's one of their rules. They kind of actually do look through to see that it matches. So they do stress that. I mean, it's not just in print for the heck of it. They actually do. In the UK, most websites really want to make sure that your headshot that you're going to use on the web is the right DPI and the right quality and has the right look.
Yeah, yeah. So they've got casting notices like all the other casting sites. They're separated into two sections, the paid ones and the unpaid ones. If you have a free account, you can only apply for the unpaid ones. So you need to pay for a premium account in order to apply for jobs that will actually pay you.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different filtered systems that they use in order for the jobs, aside from paid and unpaid. They've got things set up to help you filter also within those sections, which can be filtered by the type, the age, the gender.
Yeah. So you get a profile like most sites, and your profile in this one will be visible to pretty much anyone. So the casting directors, theater production companies, they can contact you and hire you even if you don't pay for it, which is pretty good. But you won't be able to apply to them directly. They'll have to find you.
Yeah, so you get one, for your basic account, you get one free headshot and I think one sample that you can load up, like a reel, a demo reel. It could be a voice reel or it could be a show reel. But for the free part, you'd only get one. And then if you upgraded to the account to a paid account, which they have different sections on, different payment plans on, you get a whole bunch more.
Yeah, you get 20 of each, and you don't have to pay again to re-upload them or change them, so that's pretty good. You can also, so the subscription is £17 a month or £130 a year, so it's fairly expensive.
Yeah, but it's well worth it especially if you're in the UK. It's really worth it because you more than get your monies back. And if you do choose the annual subscription, I suggest that you contact them directly and look for other options, because there has been stories of somebody working for them in their offices and getting some free year's membership.
Yeah.
And there's also, every time you suggest a friend or send a link to the site and somebody actually signs up, you get a free week. You get a free trial week. So once you upload all your photos, it stays on their database. And every time you use one of the free weeks or pay for the services, your pictures will get activated. Your pictures and all your show reels, they'll get activated while you're in the premium week.
Yeah. So you can network, of course. There's a resources database, and it's got an Asian listing on there. And it's got a photographer's listing too. It'll tell you when agents have open books if you're looking for an agent. Mm-hmm. And there's a bunch of. I mean, it's like your standard casting site, right? I mean, there's an option where you can get email sent to you when a jobs that fit your type are posted, so I don't have to check the site as often if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Kind of like Mandy does it, but yeah.
Yeah, the other good thing is if you do choose to do the membership option for the year, you can sweet talk them a little bit about giving you this book they print. They print every year this thing called the Actor's Handbook.
Yeah, I think it's free if you subscribe.
Yeah, but I had to sweet talk them for my copy because they used to not just give it to you automatically.
Okay.
But
now
maybe
apparently it's free.
Yeah,
but you
maybe.
got to request it.
Yeah, be sure to request it if you were to do the year's option.
Yeah.
You'll want to get that because that's a good starting point too. The Actor's Handbook that comes from Casting Call Pro, and also it's just as useful as contacts from Spotlight.
Yeah. Oh, and they've got this cool feature where they'll tell you when your submission has been viewed. So if you submit to a casting, it'll tell you if it's been viewed. It'll tell you if you're under consideration, and it'll also tell you if it's been passed around and other employers have seen it as well.
Yeah, and as you do work, they build a database of all the projects that's done, so you can also see what other actors you may have worked with on that same project. So they start to there's a lot of behind the scenes networking and behind the scenes linking. And if you apply for an agent through the site for consideration, you can also keep track of which agents have open books, like he said, but also if they viewed you or not.
Yeah.
So you can actually keep track and follow who you might need to resubmit or contact again.
Yeah. So they have some kind of social media kind of features built into the site. Also, there's their site called Remote Gold, which is an events and show listing site. And it's kind of, they're linked in a way where if you see postings on Remote Gold, if you post something, for example, if you've got a theater show, if you've got a screening coming, then they can link that to your CCP profile, and then they can send people over to the site to watch it. And then you can also see profiles of all the other actors who are in the same show, like you said, so you can network with them and stuff like that. You can also look up the theater companies, production companies, if you're applying for a job ahead of time.
Yeah, and some of the other pros here is that there's some really good paid work that's listed, especially in the UK, as well as theater tours, commercials, and voiceover work.
Yeah, and like you said, it seems to be a good enough amount of work you can find through this site that you might make your money back. It's probably worth it.
Yeah, in the UK, again, I stress that because it's the UK is smaller, and the people there, maybe there's less websites, like there's Castnet, Spotlight. But usually something like Spotlight or Castnet, your agents will like maybe have more to do with, but Casting Call Pro is more yourself. You're more hands-on. This is the one that you would control and do more with.
Yeah. The main problem with it is that major features in TV shows don't cast here. Hollywood productions that are shooting in the UK don't cast here at all. So you're not going to get any big roles. So it's the kind of site that would be useful for you if you don't have an agent or representative, and you're basically booking your own gigs.
Yeah, you get a lot more, that's true, corporate and industrial, like internet virals is what's a popular term for them in the UK as well. So they're like a commercial, but it's like corporate or instructional, educational, all this type of stuff that you would do. A lot more of that stuff is listed, so it's kind of like the bread and butter jobs that will get you through the week in the UK and help get your money back if you did go for that option of the subscription.
Yeah, they also they decide if you're suited for a role, you don't, and if they disagree, then you can't apply.
The age.
Well, thing? that's too. So like, there's you can only have one playing age. You can't have a range. So you got to pick a specific number. And usually casting directors will put out a range too, like it'd be like, we're looking for a character 26 to 35 or something, and if you're in that range, you're fine. But if they put out, like, if it so happens that they want someone at a specific age, to say, oh, we need someone who's 35 and you're 34, then you can't apply.
Yeah, so one trick in order to get more work or to be considered for more jobs that put a looser range is because they adopted this new strategy of putting a specific age, is now you have to pick your closest 10th year. So like if you're like a little bit over 30, but you can still play 20 to 30 or 30 to 40, then you got to change your age and make it 30. You got to make it exactly 30, so it goes 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. That way you're considered for more. The same with 40. If you can do roles that are 30 to 40 or 40 to 50, like me, I'm like 44, but I put a playing age of 40 so that I can be considered for 30 to 40 and 40 to 50.
Yeah. But like either way, if there's something that they're looking for specifically as a match, you can't apply.
Yeah, you get excluded.
Oh well. But yeah, that's Casting Call Pro.
That's basically it. So if as always, you can write us at onacting101@gmail.com. And you can like us on Facebook and leave us messages here if you like.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll talk to you later, I guess. Have a good night.
All right, thanks.